All right, guys. So we're back here at my buddy Levi's shop, and I just can't stand the way this thing looks with it being so raked. I mean, it looks like I'm trying to plow snow in the front. To be honest, it's not really that bad, but when it comes down to it, that's what it looks like to me, and I want to fix it. So what we're gonna do is I got some leveling springs. I got some new shocks put on this thing to make it ride better, and I got some new tires, and I got some center caps for these wheels. I think it's all going to look good, and I'm going to have y'all come along with me, see if we can't try to work on this thing. I hear changing coil springs is easy to do. Who knows? I ain't done it yet, but I'm getting ready to do it, and hopefully this thing ain't too rusty that it fights me or gives me any issues. Fingers crossed. Now I know what you're thinking. Cornbread, didn't you just put new tires on this truck? Yeah, I did. But I got a special plan for these tires, and I'm actually going to be putting a bigger size on this truck that's going to make it look better, look meaner, ride better, and hopefully get me some more highway speed. Because right now at 55, this thing is screaming. Welcome to the channel. If you remember last time we worked on copper, I fixed the running issue, put a return bung in the fuel tank, and I put these new wheels on here. And while those new wheels look good on them, it just doesn't do this truck justice, and it's not it's not what I imagined it to look like with the kind of build that I'm going for this truck. I'm going for like an old school, like 90s build on this thing, and for the way that it's sitting, for the tires that it's got on it, it does the job, but it just doesn't have that look for me. So this is really going to help with it. I have a whole lot of other stuff that I want to do to copper to make this thing look good. And I believe once we get it done, she's going to look like a proper 90s build. The first thing we have to do is we got some old trusty, rusty, take care of her blaster. Got the old peanut butter spray. I'm going to spray these bolts. And then once I get it sprayed and I get the wheel off, I'm going to have y'all come with me. And then we're going to try to take these coil springs off. All right. I think I got y'all set up pretty good. See what we can do here. Hey. Oh, gosh, money. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. See if that'll stay on there now. Oh, what in the world? There we go. Oh, come on, you devil. Well, now that I got that broke off, I'm going to go see if I can't find a better tool to help me take this thing off. All right. Got a ratchet wrench. I believe she's going to do just fine. If I can get it on there. Oh, yeah. Like butter now. Get some friction going. Eat that rust right off. Ooh. Okay. Well. Good Lord. Oh. Lord, have mercy. Oh, yeah, I figured something like that would happen. Uh-oh. Where did he go? Somewhere. Oh well, we'll get it in a minute. Well, now we can get this out. All right. Ooh, scrap metal. All right. So I forgot to spray that little bolt right there. It goes to the shock. So if you're doing this, make sure you do that. Oh, thank you, Chief. There we go. All right, let's take it back some. Okay. Bring it back down. There we go. And bring it back some. Get some of that tightness off of it. Okay. Bring it back again. Enough with that mess. I ain't waiting on it. There we go. Yep. All right. And there that went. All right. Come out of there. Come out. Come. That's what I thought. It's hard to think. Just a little tiny bolt and this little hook right here is what keeps that spring on. Oh, I didn't even realize it's pulling on that real hard. Well, time to jack it up. Get some pressure off that for now. That's a little bit better than what it was. At least it's got some give now. Get on there, you devil. Now, here's make or break time. I started on the driver's side because I knew it was going to be the worst. I'm about to move this light out of my way. There. Well, now y'all can't see. Well, now I can't see. That's better. Good God. Oh. Oh. Oh, Lord Jesus. Hope it didn't break it. Oh. 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 Okay. All right. She's off. Yeah, I figured it'd be eat up, but actually it's pretty solid underneath this scale. Knock that dirt dauber off. Hate them things. Right about now would probably be a good time to paint this thing. But I'm not going to. What in the world? Oh. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Then later on, we'll take care of it. Get this done first. Alright. Oh, got that on. See if I can squeeze this nut on here. Oh, there we go. 15 minutes of ratcheting. You know what? I just figured out I was being stupid. There's a big, huge gaping hole right here that I could have stuck that down through, and I just sit here and done it the hard way. Why'd y'all let me do that? I mean, come on now. I'm going to have to jack this thing back up, get this spring over here. I mean, come on now. Okay, I had to do some fighting, but got it on there. Had some help. Thankful for it. And it's not nothing to do with this, but you basically have to finagle it in there and basically jack it up and get this thing sitting just right. And I tightened this bolt after I got it in there. It probably wasn't ideal because it was at an angle, but this thing's tight. This thing's tight. Bolt's tight. So now all we have left to do is put the shock in and hopefully this line don't break. So just for size comparison, it doesn't look like there's that much difference between this coil spring and that coil spring, but if you could tell up here at the end, it seems like it has, more coils, and it's a little bit more compacted up here to make it, a little bit stouter. And there's about a good inch difference between that one and this one. It's only an inch and a half leveling spring, but I think they did all that and this and magic and science for a reason. Now we're gonna get this thing put on. I got my hardware right here, and it come with some shims. I don't know if they go on this top part. I wouldn't think that they would. Gonna have to compress it just a little bit. Ooh. All right, and here's what she looks like. All I need to do is put a zip tie on that, put my sticker on, and then I think that's pretty much it for this side. And then here's what the tires are gonna look like. Man, things look good, and I got them on a deal, so I think they're gonna look real good on this pickup, and I think this is gonna change the look and the dynamic of this truck, and it's gonna really have that look that I'm going for. After I put these on, man, I feel like I'm gonna have all the old people hitting me left, right. How much you want for it? Well, I can't get rid of her. I'll take 20,000. Oh, that thing ain't worth it. Well, it's worth it to me because I'm the one that put all the time, money, effort, and energy in this daggone thing. And it's looking pretty good, if I do have to say so myself. This is what it looks like. That's what the tire looks like. And there's the spring and the shock. This side was actually pretty easy. It's the other side that actually fought me more. I'll have to get it aligned. It's not really the toe I have to worry about. I think it's like the camber and caster and all that, being angled like this. And it still is. And once I drive it, it might run out of it, but I still want to get it aligned. That just proves my theory, though, that, I always tell y'all guys that, driver's side of any vehicle that I've seen, especially that's old, is always worse than passenger side. Getting ready to do the rear. I already got the other tire off on the other side, and he's working on that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the shocks and get underneath there and replace them. All right, the truck looks good, but to be quite frank and honest with you, we still have to get it approved by Nanny. Don't you think so? I mean, I got hundreds of different other things approved by her, so we just can't do it without her approval.
What do you want me to say?
Are you ready to go look? You don't need to say nothing until you go look.
Oh, I'm going to have to look at that.
Yeah, you've looked at it thousands of times, but I've done a little bit here and there too.
Okay.
Now, since I know that you're needing a good ride, I might sell it to you for $10.
How much?
10.
$10?
No, 10 G's.
No. You put tires on it and you got, is that chrome or is that rims on it? Chrome rims?
And I leveled out the front a little bit. I got new coil springs underneath there.
Well, yeah, I see. Yeah, well, you're fixing it up little by little. You put your seat covers on there, did the best you could.
Yeah, best I could. I'm a professional.
Well,
you've seen that before.
Well, I'd give you, I'd give you $1,000.
1,000?
Mm-hmm.
No. This thing's worth, what do you think, 20 grand easy?
No, Lord have mercy. Look at the rust in it.
That's character.
Yeah, that's right. Rust character.
Ain't you got a little rust?
Yeah, mine. Yep.
I'm talking about in you.
Yes, a whole lot. You're gonna need a brand new hood, don't you?
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah, you're
busted.
gonna need a brand new hood.
So, 1 to 10, how far do you think I've got it so far? Because it was a 0 when I first got it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd put you right now. It needs a paint job.
You don't like the patina? That's like a going look now. Everybody likes the rust look.
No. The dash needs to be fixed right there. Probably from 1 to 10, you probably got it at a 5 or 6. You need it painted. You need to fix that dash.
So if I get it painted and fix the dash, you give me a 10?
No, I wouldn't know.
Why not?
No, I don't need another truck. I don't.
I know I said, would you give me a 10?
$10?
No, I'm talking about a 10 on the scale. If I got it painted and got the dash.
If it runs out right and it changes good, yeah.
Yeah, you'll give me 10,000?
No, I'll give you a 10 on the Richter scale.
Is it Nanny approved?
Yeah. Yeah, at least the windshield ain't busted, is it?
Well, why would I have something with a busted windshield?
Well, I mean, you have before.
Well, as we all know, copper's looking better, one day at a time. Getting, just a part here and a part there and just throwing it on them. And it's really making a difference on the way the truck looks. Now, if any of my subscribers that's, hung around and been around for a while and remembered Copper since day one, you remember exactly what he looked like whenever I first got him. And to what he looks like now is like night and day. I believe a lot of people, throw a lot of content on YouTube, and there's multiple people that do this just like I do, and they probably do it even more than how I post. But one thing that I'm showing you is I'm showing you step by step how you could take a little bit of something every time and put it on a vehicle and make it look better. And it don't have to be overnight. It can be whenever you get your money, whenever you get paid on Friday, because we all know that some people don't get, paid, every week, every 2 weeks, and maybe once a month. So you take what little money you can, spend it where you can. It don't have to be something expensive or extravagant, but all it has to be is something that's you like, and if nobody else likes it, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. Now, what you'll come to realize is there's people out there exactly like you that's doing the exact same thing and will appreciate your ride for exactly how it is. Now, see, Copper's not perfect. He's got dents, he's got dings, he's got rust, he's got little issues that I still need to work out with the running. And even with all those issues, whenever I go down the road or I go down Main Street or I'm just driving around Walmart parking lot or Lowe's parking lot, those of you that know what I'm talking about. You got them people, it's like, dang, look at that thing. You know what? It's not perfect, but he's making it his, and it looks pretty good like it is. Now, I'm definitely not done with Copper. He might be at the point to where one day I paint the whole truck, paint the frame, rebuild the motor, hop it up a little bit. I'll probably start hopping it up before I even rebuild it just to see how it'll do then. Because the motor runs good like it is. And one of the things, or a couple of the things that I'd like to do is I want to put an HEI distributor in it, just a one-wire distributor to get rid of all that junk that Ford made, and then get rid of all that vacuum junk that those models of inline sixes had with the carburetor, because it's junk. Put me an Offenhauser 4-barrel intake, and I got a 4-barrel sitting over there in a pickup that I ain't even using, that I could put on it for the time being until I can get me maybe a nice, Holley 650, because I think that's really what the truck needs and deserves. After all I did to the tank and all that work and JB Weld, I'm still fighting a vapor lock issue, but we're narrowing it down. It ain't at the filter, and it's pushing fuel back now, but it's boiling at the carburetor. And where it's such a small 1-barrel carburetor and it has all that heat soak coming up from it, It just ain't filling itself up full with enough gas. So it went from being over the valve cover and vapor locking there to vapor locking at the carburetor. And I wouldn't even known it if I wasn't sitting in McDonald's parking lot and had the thing running on a cold night and had it running for a good 30 minutes and it started surging. And I was like, uh-oh. So I made it up to a gas station that was close there, that was in the same vicinity, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as I turned around to pull to the pump, it shut off. Pulled the line loose at the filter, gas there, and there was gas being pumped out by the fuel pump, so it's not traveling back, which is a good thing. But we still got to take care of the fueling issue. So I believe if I get that Offenhauser intake and I get me a 4-barrel, I believe she'll have plenty enough gas to survive. And the fact that it'll pull a few more horses and make this thing a little bit more peppy to, travel around with these new 31s that we got. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys that's watching and has followed along on this journey and is still following along. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this content out, do whatever you can so that way more people can see more of this cornbread content I'm trying to push out. And we'll see y'all fellers later.